Implementation of ROM Editor. Let's start with the search function. Instead of scrolling through every menu, you can now search and find exactly what you're looking for easily. Now, let's try something else. We're going to go and zero out that table. And we now have a modified table, and we can see modified tables only, which can be quite convenient if you're trying to, if you can't remember which tables you have modified so far. What else? Let's go with this table, for example. We're going to pop up the graph. You can use the arrow keys to move the table or the graph around. You can now see which cell you're working on. As per usual, you can increment, decrement, multiply, and such. And now we can see the modification being applied directly on the graph. We also now have a smooth function on top of interpolation, on top of the actual functions available in EQ Flash. We also are able now to export to CSV, which should pop up Microsoft Excel, and now you have your table available if you want to work on it for some reason. Let's move on. What's next? Oh yes, 2D tables are nice too. So let me zero out that table. There you go. Now let me show you the graph of a 2D table, like so, graph. Now again, you can see which cell you are working on. That's that. What's next? Smoothing and export is done. Yes, let's move on to compare. Now, this comparison tool allows you to quickly see which tables were modified, and you can even scroll through them, and if you want, you can highlight only what's been modified so that you can easily spot the difference. In this case was zero out. So it's quite easy to see what was done on either side. And you can choose to copy the content of a table onto another from that point, which is again quite convenient. What else? We now have the possibility to flash directly from the menu. And we're being prompted if you want to save and flash. Yes, we do. At which point you would see the usual run drop executable pop-up. In this case, it's not connected, so it's going to stop there. And finally, we have an MCP server that allows us to use something like Claude to ask question about our ROM. So let's do that. Using ROM Editor MCP. What can you tell me about the which table? System heat retard. System heat retard tables. Off we go.